Welcome to the role of trust in leadership and coaching. I'm Cindy Cannell with the Public International Law and Policy Group. Today, we're exploring how trust shows up in your coaching, not as something you earn, but as something you give. You're watching a team you coach talk through a tough decision. One person's dominating, someone else looks like they want to say something but doesn't. The group agrees to a plan quickly. You're not sure everyone's on board. You could jump in, but should you? In moments like this, trust becomes the whole game. So how do you coach in a way that builds it? Here are 3 things great peer coaches do to lead with trust. Let's take a look at some examples.
I can't believe this section still isn't working. We've rewritten it 3 times.
I understand that it's frustrating. What about it do you think keeps falling apart?
The transition between the findings and the recommendations. I know there's something missing, but I don't know what. Can't you just tell us?
If I already had all the answers, we wouldn't need your team to create this product. Why don't you and the team try stepping back and taking a broader look at how your sections fit together? That might help the missing piece come into focus.
Think about how Jude held back in this moment when the team was tired, frustrated, and asking for direction. Instead of directing the team, he offered an approach for them to explore. He kept the ownership in their hands because that will build real trust and confidence.
So for the policy section, we're thinking about writing it as a timeline, almost like a narrative that shows how each reform built on the last.
A timeline? I haven't really seen it done that way before. What made you land on that approach?
We realized it helps us show the momentum and where negotiations stalled. It sets it up in a way where our recommendations feel like part of the larger story.
That's a really smart way to guide the client through your logic. I'm curious to see how it comes together.
Jude doesn't default to comparison or critique. He asks where the idea came from and affirms the thinking behind it. Curiosity builds trust and lets the group own their choices.
Hi Nelly, so I understand your team is doing your meeting virtually this week. Having observed the last 2 meetings, I think you all are right on track. What I'll do this week is sign in at the beginning of the meeting to answer any questions and then leave you to it. Does that work for you?
It sounds good to me. We'll take a look at the feedback you sent and come ready with any questions. Thanks for clarifying how the client is going to use this report at our meeting last week. I think that really put us on a good path.
Of course. Anytime.
Jude just gave Nelly's team the ultimate sign of trust. He said, "You've got this." He expressed confidence that the team knows what they're doing. This lets Jude take a step back and watch what this team can accomplish. He may step in to answer a question or provide his insight or observations as needed. But because he has allowed the team the space to problem solve and has been a consistent source of guidance, they have the confidence to steer this project themselves. Trust is not a one-time achievement. It's a posture. It's the tone of your coaching, the patience in your questions, and the confidence in your restraint. The next time an opportunity arises, try out one of these ways to coach with trust. Hold back a little longer to see where your team goes. Ask instead of answer. Or just step back and let them take the wheel. Trust that your own instincts are good and that the team has everything under control. Coaching with trust means guiding from beside, not above. It means showing belief in your team and yourself. Thank you for joining us today for this episode of the Lawyering Peace Peer Leadership and Coaching series, where we explore various topics to give you the tools to guide groups of your peers through complex projects. I'm Cindy Cannell with the Public International Law and Policy Group. Until next time.